Flash floods can be deadly, and it's often difficult to predict when and where they'll strike. Those caught in their path can find themselves in a fight for their lives. However, there are some fortunate individuals who manage to escape from flash floods that could have been fatal. In this video, we'll take a look at 10 lucky people who were able to escape from deadly flash floods. 1. The lucky hikers in Utah. On September 16, 2015, 7 hikers from California were out exploring in the narrow canyons of Keyhole Canyon in Zion National Park, Utah. The group included 6 men and 1 woman, all experienced hikers who were in their 40s and 50s. As they were hiking through the narrow canyon, they suddenly heard a loud noise that sounded like a freight train. The hikers realized they were in serious danger as the water level continued to rise rapidly. One of the hikers, Steve Boles, was swept away by the current and disappeared. The other 6 hikers managed to cling onto a rock ledge above the water and wait for rescue. After a few hours of waiting, a rescue helicopter arrived on the scene and airlifted the hikers to safety. Fortunately, all 6 of them survived the terrifying ordeal. 2. The quick-thinking motorist in Texas. In October 2019, a quick-thinking motorist in Texas narrowly escaped a deadly flash flood thanks to his fast reflexes and decisive action. The incident occurred in the city of San Antonio, which is located in south-central Texas and is prone to flash flooding. The motorist was driving his pickup truck along a road that was rapidly flooding due to heavy rain. Suddenly, he noticed that the water level had risen to dangerous levels and was rapidly approaching his vehicle. Without hesitation, the motorist made a split-second decision to abandon his truck and jump onto the roof of a nearby building. He was then able to climb onto the roof of a second building and wait there until rescue personnel arrived. The water level had risen so much that it completely submerged his vehicle in a matter of seconds. 3. The survivors of the 2013 Colorado floods. The 2013 Colorado floods were devastating and deadly, causing extensive damage across the state and claiming the lives of at least 10 people. However, amidst the destruction and tragedy, there were also stories of survival and resilience. One such story involves a family of 5 who were stranded in their home in Lyons, Colorado, as floodwaters rose rapidly around them. The family included a pregnant woman and 3 children, the youngest of whom was just 8 months old. As the floodwaters continued to rise, the family became increasingly desperate. Carrying their young children and supplies in backpacks, the family set out on a perilous journey through waist-deep water and debris. They walked for over 3 hours, navigating around submerged cars and fallen trees, until they finally reached a point where they could be rescued by emergency personnel. 4. The family trapped in a cave in Thailand. In June 2018, a group of 12 young soccer players and their coach went on a routine excursion to Tham Luang Nang Non Cave in northern Thailand. However, an unexpected rainstorm caused flash floods, trapping the group inside the cave for over 2 weeks. The group survived by huddling together for warmth and drinking water that dripped down from the cave walls. They were eventually found by a group of British divers who had been called in to assist with the rescue efforts. The operation was complicated by the challenging geography of the cave system and the fact that many of the boys did not know how to swim or dive. They were eventually rescued after being stuck in the cave for over 12 hours. 5. The Swift Water Rescue Team in Arizona. In July 2019, heavy rains caused severe flooding in Tonto Creek, Arizona. 3 young children were trapped in a vehicle that was swept away by the floodwaters. The children's parents and several other family members were able to escape the vehicle, but the children were still missing. The Gila County Sheriff's Office quickly mobilized a swift water rescue team, consisting of trained personnel and specialized equipment, to search for the missing children. The team worked tirelessly in treacherous conditions, battling strong currents, debris, and limited visibility. After several hours of searching, the team was able to locate the children, who were clinging to a tree in the middle of the flooded creek. The team quickly deployed a rescue boat and safely brought the children to dry land. 6. The group of tourists in New Zealand. In April 2018, a group of tourists were exploring the cave system in Waitomo, New Zealand, when heavy rains caused the water levels to rise rapidly, trapping them inside the cave. The group consisted of 13 people, including a 4-year-old child and their tour guide. The water levels continued to rise, and the group was forced to seek refuge on a small, elevated platform inside the cave. The group had limited supplies, including food, water, and blankets, but were otherwise stranded in complete darkness with no way to communicate with the outside world. The group was eventually located by a search and rescue team, who had been alerted by the tour company when the group failed to return as scheduled. The rescue team faced numerous challenges, including navigating the complex cave system and working in complete darkness, but were able to safely extract the group after 2 days of being trapped. 7. The crew of a fishing boat in Alaska. In September 2015, the crew of the fishing boat the Tuxedni found themselves in a life-threatening situation when they encountered unexpected severe weather conditions in the waters off the coast of Alaska. The boat was hit by a massive wave, causing it to capsize and throwing the crew members into the freezing water. The 6 crew members, including the captain, managed to cling onto the hull of the boat, which was now upside down. The boat had also lost its radio, and the crew had no way to call for help. Thankfully, the crew had prepared for emergencies and had activated their emergency locator beacon, which alerted the United States Coast Guard to their distress. The Coast Guard launched a search and rescue mission, braving the treacherous weather conditions to locate the crew. 8. The teenagers trapped in a cave in Australia. In 2018, a group of teenagers in Australia were exploring a cave when a flash flood struck. The water rapidly rose, and the teenagers found themselves trapped inside the cave. They were eventually rescued after being stuck in the cave for over 10 hours. 9. The mother and daughter in South Carolina. In 2015, a mother and daughter were driving along a rural road in South Carolina when a flash flood struck. The floodwaters rapidly rose, and their car was swept off the road. Fortunately, they were able to climb onto the roof of the car and were eventually rescued by a passing truck. 10. The hiker in Washington. In 2017, a hiker in Washington was crossing a stream when a flash flood struck. The water rapidly rose, and the hiker found herself trapped on a small island in the. We hope this video serves as a reminder to always be mindful of the potential dangers of flash floods and to take precautions to ensure your safety. Thank you for watching, and if you have any stories of your own about lucky escapes from flash floods, we'd love to hear them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating videos. Stay safe.